All three of them on the top left, right over there. We have one American astronaut, one German astronaut, and one Russian astronaut. So they're all working right now together doing different types of experiments and research on the ISS. The International Space Station itself is basically the giant laboratory but in space, and the astronauts are basically just scientists but up in space. So the astronauts are basically doing experiments and research on the ISS, which is pretty cool. Towards the middle, you'll see a map. That is what they call an orbital tracking map. That's basically how you track what the space station is at all times. And right now, you will see it's right above Asia. It's kind of hard to see right now because all the circles are above Asia as well, but you'll see that white circle with the rectangles inside of it, kind of moving along that path. That is where the International Space Station is right now. And you'll also notice it's actually moving pixel by pixel on the map. That's actually relative to how fast it's moving around the Earth. And if you think about it, the space station is moving pretty fast around the Earth. The space station actually orbits around the Earth at a speed of about 17,500 miles per hour. That is about 5 miles per second, or 8 kilometers per second. That's how fast they're going around the Earth. Now the reason why is because if the space station went any faster than that speed, it would start drifting off into space, and vice versa. If we slowed it down, it would start coming back down to Earth. So we have to keep it at that speed at all times to maintain the orbit. Because of that, the astronauts on the space station actually get to see 16 sunrises and 16 sunsets every day they're on the ISS. So yeah, they go around the globe every 90 minutes. That's how fast they go. It's pretty cool. So that's like a normal day for our astronauts. If they miss like a sunset, you'll see it again in like an hour and a half. It's not a big deal. So yeah, pretty cool. Now, towards the right, you'll see all those numbers and letters. That's actually what they're seeing up there inside the actual mission control. That's basically where we have any, if we ever have like any errors, any emergencies on the space station, it will pop up over there. Now, within a day, the people working at mission control actually see about 10 to 12 errors on that screen. It's not that big of a deal. They're able to fix it pretty fast. It's usually a computer glitch. So if you see that green go icon turn red or yellow, it's no big deal. They're gonna fix it really fast. That's what they're there for. But yeah. But this room in general will become in the future the Orion mission control. By show of hands, who here knows what the Orion missions are? Just raise your hand up if you do. Got one person. Got one person. Okay, that's fine. The Orion missions will basically be our future missions to Mars. So this one will be actually handling the future missions to Mars. NASA's also announced that we're hopefully going to Mars in the 2030s, maybe the 2040s. It's of course a long time from now, but pretty soon here in the 2020s, we're going to be shutting down this room and remodeling it to make it look like how it should for the Orion missions in the 2020s. So in the 2020s, we're going to be testing out the capsule and the rocket to see if it works. And they're actually going to be using this room for those missions. But eventually, whenever we do go to Mars in the future, and whenever we have the first footsteps on Mars, and whenever they first call it Houston, this will be the Houston that they're talking to. So, which is pretty cool, right? But yeah. Does anybody actually have any questions about anything that you see inside this room? Anything NASA related, anything about the Orion missions at all? I can answer for you guys real quick. That's it? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so for some reason they always put on NASA TV on the bottom left over there. I'm not sure why, but that's NASA TV. If you want to watch it, it's right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys do have some time now.